My name is Christi Ketchum. I am a native of Sacramento, California. I lived in Atlanta for about 18 years. I'm a proud graduate of Clark Atlanta University, and I do a lot.
Can you share a favorite childhood memory that still brings you joy today?
You know what? I had a really, really good childhood. It was just me and my single mom. Um, I feel like we didn't celebrate holidays as much because we just every day was like something we were celebrating. So I love about my childhood that we didn't wait until holidays to celebrate. Like every day was something new. So like if I did good at school that day, we had a deal that she would take me to Baskin Robbins. So I got all kind of ice cream. I like it when she would tell me in the morning, don't get dirty. Don't be looking crazy because we want to go shopping or we're going to go somewhere. Like, I just feel like whenever there was time, when there was the opportunity, that it was maximizing, like, creating special memories and good times between me and my mom. And then she'd always be like, what friend do you want to invite? Because I was the only child. And so she would be like, who do you want to invite to come? Like, she always just tried to make things special for me. And I really appreciate that about my childhood. And every memory that I have, it's always because of my mom.
Outside of your parental figures, who, like, historically would you like to learn from?
I really, really look up to a lot of the Black women that came before me that were a part of the civil rights movement. So I would love to have been able to have a conversation with Ida B. Wells. She's like my most favorite unsung hero. She was the things that she was doing in the early 1900s around the abolitionist movement. She was a mother. She was traveling abroad. She was a journalist. She was fighting crime. She was doing all these different things. And I just oftentimes don't see the multifaceted and well-roundedness of us as Black women. And it's not shown enough. And so I just really look up to women like her that had all these accomplishments and did all these wonderful things. But what pisses me off is that we don't know who she is. Like, overall, like, her name should just be synonymous like Martin Luther King is, or Rosa Parks. Like, why don't we know about these wonderful, awesome women that paved the way?
So I know that you started the Sacramento Sister Circle in Our Rightful Place, and you've been super influential in making a safe space for Black women, but also encouraging people to vote, encouraging people to run for office, encouraging Black women to go to college and supporting our youth, having conversations, just building sisterhoods. What has inspired you to start those things? What has been the biggest challenge and the biggest reward from that?
This is a really good question because I just came from Sacramento City College. And that was a staple for me when I was growing up because of the Early Start program, which was created, developed, ran by a phenomenal Black woman that I love and care about. And I don't know where she is today. And so that really haunts me a little bit. And I'm going to bring it back to today because I went there and there's no presence of her in this place that she had so much. Like, she did a lot of things for Black youth here in Sacramento. And the fact that she did all of those things and that people, Black women that now work there, don't know her. Like, that pisses me off that she did all of this wonderful work. And I know she didn't do it to be recognized or any of those things, but the fact that she is not acknowledged for those things and that other Black women don't know her name, because they're literally, like, really following the footsteps that she paved. And so that really pisses me off that, like, women like Ernestine McKnight, who started the Early Start program, like in the late 1980s, where youth that were going into the ninth grade the summer before would go there for a whole month. We would be at Sacramento City College. We would be in, awesome facilities, a very nice place, getting enrichment. We were around Mr. Frank Withrow, who's another legendary Black figure here in Sacramento that has gone on to pass away. Like, the fact that she did all this work, and I actually, like, the work that I do today is because of her. Like, I do like the way I run my programs, the way that I structure things, the way that, like, in so many ways, it is exactly the way that she and I learned at the Early Start program. And the fact that people that don't know who she is today, and that when I say her name, people are like, who is that? Or I never heard of her. Or they've heard of her, but they don't really know the full story. Or there's not a place where you can find out about what has happened. And this same, like, we were in the same building that we used to go every July. Like, nobody knows her. And so I feel like I can pattern that into my own life. Like, a lot of things that I do, I don't do it because of any kind of like fanfare. And I've definitely been recognized, and I feel like I'm supported and people appreciate the things that I do. But the fact of the matter is that you can do all these great things and people still won't remember, or they don't continue the legacy as they should. That pisses me off. So whenever I'm doing something, I'm going to always say her name, Ernestine McKnight. I'm always going to say my mom's name, Patricia Franklin. Like, I'm going to uplift the women that actually paved the road for me and supported and loved and cared about me. And I think even when I think about like the work that I do now, I'm not doing it because I need to be recognized, but I definitely feel like whatever I'm doing, and if it's good and if it's been helpful to the community, it should be continued. And I hope that people will use my example and continue the work that I do and build on the legacy that we have as Black women. Because if we don't build on it and we don't talk about it and people don't know it, then we think we're reinventing the wheel every single time. And that's not the case. We actually are literally able to do a lot of things because of the Black women that came before us and Black people that came before us. And so I think that's the thing that we haven't figured out yet, is how can we make things that we do a continuum of Black excellence and positivity that we have in our community, and highlighting that more. And I think sometimes for me, I just get tired because I feel like, okay, I'm tired. I don't want to do it no more. So who's going to do it? And then if I don't do it, then nobody's going to do it. And I'm just not okay with that. And I'm not going to participate in that, because I'm in a time of rest now. Like, I just want to have fun. I want to enjoy my life. I just need money so I can do whatever I want to do. I want to go to the continent every year, the end of the year, and I should be able to do those things. And so I think that's the challenge. That's the beauty of it. But I also know that I have made an impact, and I feel good about what I do, because I feel like I'm doing what God has placed on my heart to do, and I will continue to do that. But not taken away from myself, though. Not going to forsake myself in order to do all these things. And I feel like I have done that and in the past, and I will not do that moving forward.
What do you want your legacy to be?
I want to be known as a free Black woman that did whatever she thought about and dreamt about doing. I feel like, we were socialized to, do all these great things and be a good girl and keep your legs closed, don't have no kids, go to college, get a good job, get married, like whatever. I feel like I did all of those things that I was socialized, or I thought that I should be doing by about the age of 34, 35. And then that bubble was busted. And so since then, for me, I've been figuring out what can I do to impress myself, make myself happy, new experiences. And, I like also exposing other people to that. So I'm really grateful. This past December, I was actually able to help facilitate a trip to Ghana for about 4 other women here locally in Sacramento. And we had a great and wonderful time. More people are coming with me. You're coming with me. In December. And that makes me happy. That makes me feel good that not only am I looked at as a free Black woman that did what she wanted to do and did things that other people didn't think that we could do or shouldn't do. And I also brought people with me to have those same experiences.
What is a big misconception people have of you?
People are intimidated by me. And a lot of it to me is other people's own insecurities, because like, I'm a darker skinned Black woman. I'm very confident. I pretty much say what I need to say. I don't try to hurt people's feelings. But I've been told I'm intimidating, and I'm like, intimidating how? Like, I'm the coolest person ever. Now, don't piss me off, but I feel like I'm really cool. So I just think that people can misconstrue and have their own personal stereotypes about me or people that look like me or what you've heard or whatever. But I'm cool. Just don't piss me off. I try to be a breath of fresh air for myself and other people. People will be like, they'll say something about me, and then people that know me, they'll be like, that ain't Christi. Like, they'll know that for a fact, because literally I'm the same person that I've always been. And I've had people that tell me from childhood, like, you the same girl. And I feel like that I am. So if you know me, you know me. And that's a blessing, I feel like, to truly know me. But if you don't know me, you might have these ideas. But again, come and get to know me and maybe you'll learn something and maybe we can be the friends.
If you can go back in time and tell your younger self something, what would be one piece of advice that you would give your 20-year-old self or 25-year-old?
I think I would have been more like the freedom that I feel and the confidence was always confident because my mother really instilled that into me. She was just like, I got a beautiful black chocolate daughter and I'm going to make sure that they don't fuck with you. They can do whatever with other people, but they going to leave you the fuck alone because you're going to be bright, you're going to be brilliant and beautiful, and you're going to be in all of those things and you're going to know that. So she instilled that in me, but I wish I would have applied the freedom to just like do so many other things. There are so many things that I should have done earlier. Like I would have been traveling over, like doing study abroad while I was in school. I would have been more open to meeting different kind of people and dating and whatever. I would have been a little bit more free, even sexually. I think I would have like experienced more. Like I would have just been more open-minded about things. I feel like there was a time in my life where I was a little rigid about things because of like what they appeared to be or whatever we were taught things need to be. But I really do feel like at this point, I just really want to, be free. And I want younger women to know that they can be free too.
If your life were a book, what would the title be and why?
She didn't give a fuck. I mean, really, like, I really think the art of not giving a fuck really is a lifesaver. I really do think we care too much about the wrong people and the wrong things. And sometimes it's hard or whatever, but yeah, I don't give a fuck. Don't start none, won't be none. Leave her alone. Let her be. She don't give a fuck. She's living her life. Okay, I think the name of my book might be Unapologetically Christi or The Power of Being an Unapologetically Black Woman. Yes, the title of my book is The Power of Being Unapologetic Black Woman. Period. That's it.